ZT53
जी सर।
23 Jan and structures, advanced structures. Now this basically lecture is advanced structures and ZT53 advanced structures. After this, of course, ABAP will get easier, but a little fast. ZT53 advanced structures, 23rd Jan. Executable class. On. Come on, what has happened? Log on again. ZT53 23rd Jan. Advanced structures change. It's not responding. I don't know why. Okay, finally. Okay, This is basically a structure begin of ty VBRK. Type structure type of VBRK. VBRK is a table which has these fields VBLN, KUNRG, FKDAT, NET, WR, and end of the structure. Same as VBRP, it's a table and it is borrowing these fields. There are many other fields in this table, but we are only using that we actually require. Similarly, T06A is also a table, and from that we are borrowing these fields and making our structures out of this table. TYKNA1, I hope this is KNA1 and KNA1. WA, now since we want, now these are structures that actually will define your internal tables and work area. And work area VBRK will be type VBRK. Okay. And it will have these fields, okay, in this work area. Okay. IT VBRP, type table of TY VBRP. And we have work area VBRP type VBRP and internal table VBRK type table of TY VBRK. Now, these are basically the data objects that we are defining as per the structures we have already defined above. Work area internal table of T06A for VBRP, VBRK, VBRP, work area, and internal table. And internal table for VBRK and VBRK work area internal table is also defined as well. Okay. V quantity data object is type integer, VBELN is type VBELN VF, and so on. Okay. Now, we don't have, okay, we have work area and internal table of KNA1 as well. Okay. Select options as VBLN for VBRK VBLN, which is what it is implying over here, that for work area VBRK, which is this one, in that we have VBLN. Okay. VBLN. And for that, we have select options for VBLN, which is a field in work area. Parameters P type C as checkbox and P box type C as checkbox. Okay. So what we are actually trying to calculate over here is either we want pieces or boxes of a material. At selection screen, that is first screen, if P piece is initialized, means it has data, and P box is initial. Message E0 Z carry. Else if P piece is not initialized and P box is not initialized, we have to set the message. How do we set that? Double click. Z carry does not exist. So we have to enter some message, because in checkboxes we want to give that logic that only a piece can be selected or a box can be selected. Piece of that material or a box full of that material. That is the logic over here. Okay, message Z carry. Oh, sorry. Okay, okay. You can see this. Sure. Message number 1. Select one option, either pieces or boxes. Save. E01 and E00. Select one option, either pieces or boxes. Okay, so this is actually in zcarry. Okay, select VBLN Kunrag FK network from VBRK into table, that is load into table, internal table where VBLN in selection VBLN. What we are doing is on the selection screen, which is the we are giving options for VBLN. What options are this? Pieces and box, where it will load VBLN from taking reference from S VBLN, which is piece or box, and it will select all this into and load it into IT VBRK. Select VBLN and all this from VBRK into IT VBRP. Okay, from VBRP. First it was VBRK and now is VBRP, and where VBLN is again from the selection screen, whether it's pieces or boxes. So it will bring either pieces or boxes and related details into these fields, which could be like number of material or status of that material, plant, okay, and material number, of course, as well, which we can see from here. Okay, and Posner is again plant number. I can't remember. Anyways, select KUNR, name 1 from KN1 into table IT for all entries in IT where KUNR equals IT VBR RK VBRK. Okay, VBRK is already selected over here. So we are now making VBRK as a reference to select. VBRK is another table and KNA1 is another table. VBRK is now a reference based on which we will pull data for fields KUNR name 1 from another table KNA1. So using one table to reference to another table, this is how you actually pull out data using various tables. So VBRK is the principal table over here. Okay. Sort IT VBRP by VBLN. Okay. Okay. I have clicked control. Okay, let me just, this is disable or deactivate or make it or insert settings using control plus this symbol. Okay. Sort IT by VBLN. Sort IT VBRP by VBLN. Okay. Loop IT VBRK into work area. Now, since we cannot access VBRK, okay, we cannot write into internal table VBRK. So we actually use work area VBRK. And let me just, oh. Okay, loop and ITV into VBRP, loop the item table to read the header table. Loop the item table to read the header table. Read table IT KN1 into work area KN1 with key Kunr is equal to VBRK Kun Ridge. So we are basically equating QNR with QNRG. This is KUNR from KNA1, but this is KUNRG from VBRK. Read table IT VBRK into with key Vebelen WVPRP VBelen. So VBelen from VBRK and VBRP will now be compared to read the table. Underline at 1, 200 spaces, format color, color heading. Okay. Why is this red? Okay. Okay. And at experiment. Oh. Experiment. Format color, color background, right item. When you have multiple table, read one table to read other table, loop item. Just a second. Explain this. When you have multiple table, read one table to read other table, loop item table to read the other table. That's what we have actually discussed before. Loop the table that has more entries, read a table that has less entries. Okay, let me explain. Why is red over here? Shouldn't be red. Okay. Still red. Right. Skip, underline, and at. Instead of using nested loops, read item table. Loop at ITVBRP into WAVBRP at new VBelen. Okay, we'll activate that later on. Right? All this and at and loop, but this is still having and at. Okay. Okay, this is good. Check. Type VBelen. VBelen. Okay, VBelen is unknown. Check. MSL. Check. No syntax errors. Okay. Activate. Activated. Direct processing. SVBelen. P-box. Single value. Now what is VBelen? Let's execute. Not applied. Okay. Billing document, set value, name. So it is actually pulling some data, okay, and pulling data of the billing document. WAVBR key. Okay, fair enough. Loop at IT. Instead of using nested loops, read item table. Now let's activate this. Right, it's still at and at and at. This is the block. Right at 16. Posner, check. Oh, okay, okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. Full stop is missing here. We have a lot to cover in this one because we have to change quite a lot, quite a lot, quite a lot. Goes by and at. Okay. Expected after VBLN and at. At. Okay. All at were closed by end at. I guess we have added one more end at. Okay. And at new VBLN. At selection. Okay. Check. Okay. 126. and that. Check. Okay. Activate. Description is still missing. Pair is missing. It is not actually interpreting this correctly. But anyways, we are somewhat getting to the structure. It's all about getting the structure right. Sometimes you actually mess up with the code, and this happens usually, this part of. But anyways, we will be playing with the code again, with this code again, of course, in the next lecture.